one player defending that bomb site,
Yeah.
and he manages to pick up the +10. That's absolutely massive from him. So a good start to this one for Nonames thus far. Now, what do you expect to see in this series? Because map 3 is going to be
Savoya.
question marks. Yeah, it's Savoya.
Yeah. Well, Nonames already played Savoya yesterday as their last map against 1UP, and they actually beat 1UP on Savoya, and they looked pretty good on their axes. Very, very dominant. I think 1UP only got 3 rounds on their allies.
Oof.
Yeah, so
Oof.
if it goes to Savoya, I would have to favor Nonames. Like, when looking at this map veto, Nonames look the stronger side, especially on Liberation. They also beat 1UP on Liberation, so interesting to see how Vireo does in this one, especially now that Seth's in a 1 versus 5. And it's not just one player which got all those kills, but pretty much everyone apart from Jazz.
Yeah, everybody contributing. He still might have an opportunity here at once. Ooh, did he spot him? I believe he did. Knows that he's going around the other side, looking to the car position, but he's actually passed him by in towards the bomb site at A. Trying to be all sneaky here. Potentially maybe trying to hold on to this carbine for the next round, but we'll get shot out from behind. It's not going to be a team ace as Nizo finishing things off. And a 3-0 start for Nonames, so they're off ripping and roaring early on in this one. And now you've said, you know, the Axis side is the more favorable side on this map, but all things considered, we've seen a lot of back and forth, especially in the early stages of the maps. This time around, pretty dominant.
Yeah, pretty dominant as long as Nonames keep this up, use that aggressiveness, use the firepower which they all hold. They could cause some real damage because only real name as a threat on Vireo is Wilski. We saw how good that player is. If you can shut him down very early on a round, Vireo struggles. Well, it's a 1-for-1 trade, 3 versus 3 going into this round, and Jazz is looking to make his mark. He actually meets a player. Nice headshot onto the broken wall player. And it's going to be an advantage for Nonames.
Yeah, they do manage to get top A site control, but getting that bomb planted is going to be a different story. Going to go ahead and go for it right now. No nades getting tossed in there, none to be had. And finally, Wilski's going to chime in with 2 more frags. Nicely done from him. Real good adjustment there on that final frag, but Marie still alive and kicking, 1 versus 1, but this would be the man that you would want in this situation. Wilski, very dominant player. He was so good yesterday. Let's see whether or not he can close out this round. Knows that he's on the bomb site, knows that he's backside default. Still looking for this final pick.
Ooh, Murray able to go for the hip-fire headshot onto Wilski, and it was quite interesting because Wilski had a disadvantage there with the short-range weapons, and I thought when Murray got close that he would have that advantage again, but just didn't spot him underneath it.
Yeah, not the case. Didn't look down. That's a little bit unfortunate. So with that being said, 4-0, the clutch goes the way of the Nonames, and once again, continuing their performance. That round a little bit closer than the previous ones. We saw some more frags come out there for Vireo.Pro, but unfortunately not able to close it out. And now we see the big buy. Now we see the scope come out on Wilski. He was so good with it yesterday, especially on Derailed. He was an absolute monster when he had the Carr and Thompson combo.
Yeah.
So good. So we'll see if he can do it again this time.
Talking about player that is good is this player on screen. So he actually gets the first frag, as well as Marie. Both SCGs doing the work, and you can see they just fall back. Gain those 2 entry frags, they fell back because they got the man advantage.
That's kind of what we saw CRG do yesterday on Coastal, except that they were pushing in pairs. This is more individual play, but a lot of times we would see 2 players working in tandem, push up, get a pick. Sometimes they would continue to push, but most of the time they would get that pick and fall back to the sites, take that man advantage into the later stages of the round, and it's good. So far, so good.
So far, so good. And yeah, he might actually be able to spot a play if he just looks down to the left, but he's not going to spot him just yet. And Bogies, he's going to actually start pushing up. There we have it. Jazz gets that frag, and it's going to be a 5 versus 2, but Wilski, he's quick to react. He gets that one back, but he still has a tall order. 2 versus 4. At this point, it's not much Vireo can do. If you're Wilski, you just want to keep that scope going into the next round.
And, you know, we saw yesterday how strong that STG position was in the A bomb site playing behind default so many different times. So See if they can do it again this time around. Ooh, Wilski coming under fire, trying to get a jump shot in. Does not land the tag, so things are going to continue to be difficult. And now look at this. The crossfire is set. Kayan and Niso going to finish things off, and it's 5-0 now. Big lead starting to mount for the no-namer side.
Yeah, and we can see the domination on Axes on these players. Like we saw yesterday.
9-1 for Murray, 9-2 for Niso.
Yeah, that is insane. Like we did see yesterday, CLG versus Primo on this map. CLG completely dominated the NA side, and we're seeing a similar story here, but we also saw when Nonames faced Endpoint that one time on one of the maps. I can't remember the exact map, but they was 5-0 up, and they lost the half 9-6.
Well, there's a good start. Wilski doesn't just kill Kayan, he obliterates him.
You can see they are going aggressive towards that yellow position, slowly pushing into the B-bomb side. Now it's time to push. Jazz gets a first, gets a second as well, but he finally gets taken up by Notice. So it's a 3 versus 3, but Zinji's already rotated and he's trying to get a player, but he's going to be pushed off his position. The bomb should be going down. There's no nades.
Maybe expecting a little something. Player pushing through, denies the bomb plant. The refrag comes out as Niso goes down, but we're in a 2v2. Notice very, very low. Highly unlikely that they get this bomb planted with the positioning from the Axis side right now. And there's another shot for Murray. He is just absolutely manhandling them. It leaves a Thompson and a scope combo here for Wilski to try to clutch this out, trying to go around the back lines, but he's already evacuated that position. There's nobody home. Such a difficult position for him to be in, and just now they just play time.
Yeah, 25 seconds left on the clock. Wilski needs to start doing something. And he does have that Thompson. He might actually be able to catch Murray off guard here. Doesn't expect it. But look at this. This is so smart from Wilski. He's trying to get the information. Doesn't actually spot Xinji, and he's going to fall back towards the site. He's on the hunt. He knows he needs to stop playing. 7 seconds. And if you're Xinji, you just need to beat this and stop this plant. And there we have it. Round's over. Time not on Wilski's side.
Yeah, if he had a little bit more to work with on that, he might have been able to get that clutch out. Nice play. I like the patience on that, seeing whether or not he could spot both players, go for the longer fight first, and then take the closer range player out. Some trigger discipline on that, but unfortunately not in the cards for him. 6-0 for Nonames. And, well, they're showing no signs of slowing down just yet. Another close round, though. But the clutches are going into the Nonames' favor.
Yeah, they have been close, and that's what's make this a little bit more competitive. Vireo knows if they win at least one, they will have the economy advantage going into the round afterwards. Because you can see, if Nonames lose, they won't actually have any money to buy these SCGs which they're getting, or the MP4s like Niso has, and he's going to go. Oh my god, they just walked past each other. And Wilski actually got killed because of it.
He's in a pretty strong position, though. Wilski's going to get taken down immediately afterwards, as you can see. Niso continuing to push, player right around the corner. He's going to go for the hip fire, and Mary's going to be there to take down Impaler. So working in tandem, we talked about the importance of that before. Look at this, no signs of relenting, a clean sweep. They only lose one, and that was right at the beginning, and that got immediately refragged. 7-0 now, the No-Names. That time they went for the aggressive posturing.
Yeah, and what we saw was like when Wilski fell, Vireo lost control. You even saw at the end, Berg, he didn't even know where he was getting shot at because he was so out in the open, so vulnerable because he lost his teammates around him who held those positions. But it does seem like we got a tactical pause, and it's most likely from Vireo since they're 7-0 down.
Yeah, I can't imagine that No-Names would be calling a pause at this point.
No.
Feeling confident, feeling good about the way that things are going right now. 13-2 for Murray.
Yeah, that's surprising. He's not normally the heavy hitter which you think about. When you're thinking about heavy hitters, you think about Niso, Zinjini, even Yaz. Now look, Kayan, he's been playing insane this tournament as well, and he's slow today, 3-3.
But that's okay, because if you have a slow start, at least he knows that he's got a teammate that's really stepping up to the plate right now, and they're up 7-0, so this is nothing more. If you're having a bad game, don't take this as, oh man, I'm playing like crap, even though we're still kicking the snot out of our opponent. Take this as a confidence building. All right, man, even if I'm not going to perform, my teammates are going to perform. That's fine. We got something else going on right now. I see that so many times where people get so discouraged because they're not individually performing even though their team is. And I'll tell you what, One of the best feelings, especially if you're like an in-game leader and you're not like a heavy fragging in-game leader, and you finish a game, like say you 16-1 a team or 16-2 a team, and you finish with like 7 kills, right? You love those kind of games because that means that whatever you're calling is working and your players are firing on all cylinders, which means you don't have to do anything except just sit back, analyze the game, and call the shots.
Yeah, but this is the strange thing about this lineup. They don't really have a dedicated IGL. I've spoken to some of the players, and that's what they told me. They do have a coach, Brody, who's behind them, and he's a pretty knowledgeable guy, and he's probably helping out, calming down the players. But this 2-for-2 trade is working in their favor, but Niso gets taken out, and the advantage is now at Vireo's core. And yeah, I've seen them in a 3 versus 2 before, which they lost. And Marie is still alive, and he's on fire at the moment on this map.
And I believe it was actually these two that were left alive in the last 2 versus 3 that came out. So we'll have to see whether or not Vireo.Pro is going to fare any better into this one. It looks like they're going to favor, well, they were moving a player over towards that B bomb site. Jazz is going to be able to find one, leaving just himself as Marie does go down finally. 14 kills, 3 deaths now.
Yeah.
Ridiculous statistics. Wilski is in a good position on high, and that bomb is going to move in towards B.
Now, Wilski's position is so good because Jazz won't expect it. You expect both of the players probably playing together in a 1 versus 2 situation. That's what you normally do, have that buddy system. But look at Wilski. He's in that connector house stairs, completely away from the action, and Jazz slowly moving in, just clearing out all these angles, getting that information, making sure that, you know, as he sees the bomb playing for stairs, so he's going to think there's a player at least stairs or in this dark position. So he's cleared that angle out. Now, time is not on his side, so he needs to start moving. So he smokes out the bomb. That's when Wolski's going to start charging. Jazz gets that frag, and it's all up to Seth, but time's not on Jazz's side. He needs to start defusing. Seth, he needs to try and find this kill, and he's actually won it now. No time left. Jazz dies, and that's the first round for Vireo. 7-1.
Took a little while.
Took a while.
It always seems to come to a 7-1. Whenever we have a blowout, there's always one round there. It's just like the old Brazilian-German soccer match.
Don't know.
You don't know? The World Cup? 2 World Cups ago, I think it was? 7-1.
World
Germany beat Brazil. And everybody always says 7-1, don't
rings
forget.
some bells.
Yeah.
It's a while ago.
How am I the one that knows? You're the footballer.
I'm not a footballer. Have you seen my physique?
Maybe a linebacker. American football.
Or defensive line.
There you go. You're the man that gets to the quarterback. Well, back to the same old, really. Jazz and Marie opening things up here for the No-Name side, picking up 2 kills. One does get traded back, but is it going to be enough given the fact that they are at a man advantage again for the No-Name side? It's been almost every single round Vireo.Pro has been playing from the back foot. So tough to recover.
Yeah. And it does seem like they're not too comfortable, especially in these situations, because like you see when they lose players like that, they stop. They slow down a lot, which in some cases that's not the best time because that allows the defense to get positions. And Marie, he's able to get that frag, but Berkey, he had 1 tap there.
At this point, it's almost like they need it because if they give any opportunity for these peaks to come out, and you can see it once again, Thompson's going to get salvaged and the time to fall back, and it's just so difficult right now for anybody on No-Names to do anything. And Marie, another 3 frag round. 17 kills, 3 deaths. Let's throw in the 1 assist just for the, just for the joys of it, but 17 kills. We do have a match update for you guys, though, as Entropy versus 1UP is playing out right now, and they are 8-7 at the half. So we got a close matchup there.
Yeah, it's on Liberation, and I believe Entropy started on their Axis side as well. So it's a very close game, and if you're going to play any team in that matchup, it's probably going to be 1UP.
So we'll keep you guys posted on score updates and everything of that nature as we continue through this matchup in this best of 3. But Wilski, nice shot, does manage to find the connection onto the head with KN. So this time around, they at least get the opening pick, but look at this position from Marie. They'd give it up, though, and he finally goes down.
Yeah, there's still players around, and notice he's trying to find that frag, and he actually does get Niso, but yes, capitalizes 1 back, so it's still a 2 versus 2. Refrag after refrag, and Zingini needs to get that frag as well. Nice headshot with the STG, making it a 2 versus 1, and notice his position has been given up.
Now, the problem is he's got bomb site control, but he's got no bomb.
He needs to get back to Sachi to pick up the bomb and then go back to site. And These two players seem to be aware of it. You can see Jazz going around, getting a better angle. But no, he's predicting it. Nice angle, and he actually gets the first tag, but Jazz is going to keep his life, and that's important that he keeps his life.
Bomb finally picked up. That's a nice shot. Notice trying to clutch out the 1v2 Zingini, the last one alive now. A bomb site compromised. Can he get up here and get this bomb planted? Zingini is not that far away. He could potentially push for this.
Bomb planted.
And he is going to make his way up towards the site. Hunker down for the time being. Trying to go for the clutch. Both of them tagged up. Much worse for where is Zingini. And this should be the round for Notice, but the health is starting to regen. So many angles for him to watch, and he's getting walked up on from behind. Ooh, man, the timing is just not with Zingini right now. Taps the bomb. There's the push out. Notice is going to clutch the 1v2. So finally, after so long, we have a second round on the board now for Vireo.Pro.
Yeah, they're doing as well as Primal on this map so far.
I don't know if that's a good thing. It's probably not a good thing.
That's probably not a good thing.
CRG wiped the floor with Primal on this map.
But they have got it earlier, the 2 rounds, and
still a lot of match to be played. Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of rounds to go. So we'll see if they can maybe start to string stuff together. This is interesting though. Bergie's going to go into the scope. It's not going to be in the hands of Wilski.
Yeah, and it's probably because Wilski is probably feeling a little bit stuck because he's only been able to get 1 kill per round, or maybe get a triple kill and still lose a round. So he's probably not feeling as confident as he normally does, and wants to opt for a weapon where he can get maybe multiple frags in an area, because they have been butting up a little bit more now. Nonames.
Marie again with the opening pick. The man is just a machine right now. You can't stop him. And you said for somebody who's not known as much of a fragger, he's really throwing down right now and really just punishing Vireo.Pro. And you can see, again, they're going for that aggression. You know, look at how far out they've actually pushed Marie right now. Pretty neat stuff to see. So he's going to be in a goofy angle. Still looking for a little bit of info.
But this is one thing which I'm liking from Nonames. They've been very, very passive. They've been patient. And Jazz, he's just patient enough to get that health shot onto Wilski. And I think he just spotted that player up on that ledge. Oh, Niso taking out Bergie as well. 2 versus 5. And this isn't looking good for Vireo. But Seth does manage to bring back 1 at least, and Payer's in a little bit of trouble. He needs to start falling back. Seth's position is horrible, and Jazz is trying his best, but Seth actually gets that frag, making it 3 versus 1 now. You can see Nonames, they're just getting the picks and then retreating. They're not really staying in the same place which they were.
Yeah, and that's obviously key because they're winning the gunfights. They're not allowing the trades to come in, and time expires. A parting gift for Impaler. He will go down, though, as Niso finds the headshot and a 9-2 scoreline. So every time Vireo.Pro win a round, they seem to just immediately lose the following round afterwards. And it's just such a tough, constantly on the back foot, constantly being reset, never getting a good economy going, never getting all the weapons that they want in their hands at all the time. So difficult, to say the least. And Bergie, real rough start for him. He's only got 2 frags through 11 rounds.
Yeah, that's not the best style which you want, and he's actually going to be pushing out with the grease gun, going very close to the smoke, just trying to find an angle, seeing if he can spot out a player, maybe trying to get some tags onto him, but he falls to an 8, but Marie finally falls. Quickly traded by Niso.
So the scope comes out. This time it's going to be in the hands of Niso, who manages to find 1, and Zingini coming around the corner will take 1 more down as Notice falls. Jazz is over here. Jazz has got an angle, but he's not going to be predicting the player close quarters. Not able to rectify the aim, and Wilski is going to sweep him up. Wilski and Seth both extremely low right now. That sniper shot so close, almost on the mark. Not an opportunity for a second as Wilski continues to push forward. But here comes Impaler as KN goes down. It's all down to Zingini on the back of that STG in a 1v3. Highly unlikely that he wins this round, and Vireo.Pro still trying to chip away at that lead, trying to make this a 9-6 half if at all possible.
Yep, and there we have it. Seth slowly tickling away the health of Zingini, gets the frag.
I mean, you're not wrong. It feels like you're killing him by sneezing on him.
Yeah, especially at that range with the grease gun. It's not very effective. Close range is still a bit more effective, especially if you get those headshots. 2 headshot kill, very close range. But
about 47 body shot kill from range.
yeah, That's why you have so many rounds in the back.
There you go. They predicted it. We're not going to give this much damage, but we'll give you a lot of opportunities to put bullets into people. That being said, though, economy swap once again. We've got the Gewehr's out for no names. Everybody going to be upgraded on the Thompsons with the scope on Wilski, and Wilski in a little bit of trouble, gets tagged up, and get this from Marie again, getting aggressive. Impaler, though, opening up on the Jazz, and that is going to create that 5 versus 3 early on. But Marie, with the aggression, comes through and finds Impaler.
Deep smoke for Nisa, allowing him to create some space. He almost gets a frag, but Wilski able to save his teammate. He's pretty awake on this map, but Marie, he's trying his best. He gets a second. He's getting flanked low, and he's very low HP. But his teammates Ingenie helping him out as much as he can. Now it's a 1 versus 1. Ingenie almost gets the frag on notice. He's down to 1 HP.
Yeah, I think he knows that he tagged him up pretty good, so he's going to come around the side. Now, is that a spammable corner? Can he actually get shot through the... Yes, he can.
Yeah.
That answers my question. I was about to say, might as well pre-fire it because you know that you tagged him. Probably not going to be running away. He's just going to have to hunker down and hope for the best. And they end up taking that round back. After 2 opening picks, it was a 3-on-5.
Yeah.
And it's Marie again.
Murray's saving the day.
He's absolutely dominating right now. He's got to be up close to 20 frags now.
I think he has reached 20 frags.
So that's impressive. I mean, even Nisa, 15 kills, 7 deaths. That's a good half individually. And he's not even in the top fragger on his team right now.
No,
so that's the impressive part.
It is impressive, and it's not just like one player. Like Jazz, he's pretty close behind. He's on 11 kills. Ingenie, he's stepping up a lot more now. He's on 8. But now, Kayan, he's getting overwhelmed by Wilski and co with these grease guns. And Wilski's going to keep that charge going. Takes down Niso. But Murray, he's actually not going to spot any blaze. He's going to fall home player, going to get him. And it's all up to Jazz in a 1 versus 5. And this is a lot better from Vireo. They seem to be awake now. They're starting in their shots. They're starting pushing on the side together and just overwhelm No-Names. And it surprised them heavily.
Yeah, and it's Wilski, really. I mean, another big 4K from him. Individual performance, once again. I mean, he's the top fragger for their squad, doing some serious work for them. But the problem is stringing rounds together. That's where their issues have been. They haven't really been able to win a tandem of rounds in a row. And that's what's really set them back. And you can see, I mean, a 10-4 scoreline, 10-5. Maybe you're happy with that at the end of the half, but this could still go 11-4. And at that point, I mean, it's a very slippery slope, especially given the fact that with as good as No-Names have been on the defensive side, you got to expect more of that on the offensive side.
But this is a good start for Vireo. Getting that nade kill early on, but seeing Genie nullifies it, getting 1 back, making it 4 versus 4. But you have to say one thing, Vireo are playing a lot better this round. They're getting another frag, and they're pushing in together. And that's something which we haven't seen in the previous rounds. Wolski was alive, but this time Wolski hasn't even got frag this round. And 3 versus 2.
But Murray still alive, still headshotting, 22 kills. And now dead. Jazz, though, nice moves, trying to get another one, and he does. Bomb site is compromised. He is low. He's going to be looking for it, and can he clutch the 1v3? Pistol out, looking for the last player, and he gets it. So a 1 versus 3, Jazz clutching it out. And it goes 11-4 in favor of the No-Names. What a performance from him to close out that last round.
Yeah, Jazz, really, really good player. I had the pleasure actually playing with him on my old team.
Is this a humble brag?
Yeah, humble brag.
Okay. All right.
He's a really, really good player.
He's really good. How did you do?
I was decent.
Is there a reason that he doesn't play with you anymore?
The team folded.
Did it?
Yeah. I went to Gaston. That's the reason why it folded.
Is that why it was?
Yeah.
You guys would be here playing, winning this money if you didn't leave to go cast?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
You should believe that. We was the favorites at Budapest.
Oh, okay.
I really, really wanted we got brutes. But Jazz did get that triple kill. He's on 14-11, and they're on the attacking side, and they're looking to cause some damage. And Bo's actually want to open things up, taking down Ingenie.
Well, he's one that needs to step up. He had a really slow first half. If he can start firing on all cylinders going into the second half of this one, I think Vireo.Pro have an opportunity to get back into this, being on the Axis side, the defensive side, a little bit easier. See whether or not they can bring this one back. And you can see Seth getting a kill. Bergie already got the opening pick. Now we're into a 5-on-3 against the Carbines, but so far so good for Vireo.Pro in the opening round.
Yeah, so far so good, because they need to get as many rounds as they can before they come into growth for Nonames, and that's the way to do it, Seth. Nice quick double kill, leaving Jazz alone, isolated with no bomb. And I did say he was a good player, but he's not that good.
Well, Jazz does go down, and Vireo.Pro, okay, another round on the board, so nicely done from them. Here's that double from Seth that we just saw. Very nice adjustment from aiming down the sights to go into hip fire.
Yeah.
Gives him a little bit of extra space to work with, and he lines him up, knocks him down, and they get another round on the board. So Vireo.Pro now 6 rounds behind Nonames after a tremendous opening half from them. See whether or not they can chip away at that a little bit more. They've got the nades to work with this time around. That's something that we never really saw in that opening half, was they didn't really have the economy to buy the nades. They couldn't get any early chip damage in. Now you can see it's paying dividends already.
Wolski taking out Jazz, and Wolski, he's had some impactful rounds, but there's been a lot of rounds where he's been non-existent. And Vireo, he's still very impactful for nearly every single round we've seen him. He's already pushing out on site. Now his team falling behind him, and they get B-side control. Berkey has rotated, but he's not going to attack this surely, and he does. A little bit of overextension there. Maybe he should have waited for his teammates.
Yeah, maybe wanted to go for the denial, but that's not going to be the case. Pretty clean round coming out from Nonames, only losing Jazz on that push in towards that B-bomb site. But with that being said, it goes 12-5 now. So they get one, we get one back. Back and forth it goes right now, but we'll have to see whether or not Vireo.Pro can hang on. And we'll have to see how things go. Quick score update for you guys between the Entropy and the 1-up matchup. You took it off the screen before I could actually read it.
10-13 to Entropy.
There it is, 10-13 for Entropy. Thank you, Dark.
Pretty surprising since they are on the ally side, and it's a lot harder on allies on Liberation. Just like it is on this map, Wolski, he's going to find the opening pick again. That's the second time. And last time they lost the round.
Yeah, we'll see whether or not they can solidify it this time around. I mean, notice hunkered down in the corner here. Not exactly the greatest weapon to have. Better at close range, obviously. He's going to get an opportunity at it, and he will find the headshot. So things looking a little bit better here for Vireo.Pro. But Jazz and Marie both answering back. 2 versus 3. Still alive, Jazz getting chased down. They've got to be careful. That bomb has not been planted yet. Still looking for it. Seth low, has to fall back. Marie tagged up down to about half health. Finally eliminated, so it's Jazz versus 3. Can he do it again?
It's going to be very hard for him since he only has 14 bullets, 2 extra in the chamber. And Wolski, he's coming up behind and he doesn't even expect it, Jazz. So could not do it again. But you saw only Jazz Marie getting frags that round, and those 2 players have been serving up massively in this map. Maybe we need to see more from Zingini as well as KN, and once that's happening, they're going to get rounds after rounds after rounds. But one thing which we have to note is Wolski.
Yeah, 21 kills, 15 deaths. I mean, he's almost up there with Marie right now, just willing his team to these round wins. We've seen multiple, but it's like you said, we've seen multiple like 4-kill rounds from him, but then we've also seen multiple rounds where he's had absolutely no impact whatsoever. So if he can find that level of consistency where he's picking up 1, maybe 2 kills per round, and then his team is also backing him up, because we've seen Bergie start to step up a little bit. We've seen Seth have a couple of nice rounds. Notice has seemed to come alive a little bit. Impaler's a little bit slow still, but if they can help him, they should have an avenue back into this matchup. And they've cut it. They've cut the lead in half again, so it's 12-6. Vireo.Pro was still such a long road back. Yeah,
and now Marie is starting to push out on site. He actually spots out 1 player, but it's Niso who gets the frag. And Marie's going to keep on charging, but it's Zingini. Gets there before Marie can even have a chance. And now it's a 5 versus 3. Only Bergie pushing out, and I don't think this is the smartest move for Bergie. He doesn't even get the bomb planter, but he will fall. Wolski did try to help him, but
clean.
That's the thing. If you try and go for that individual plate, you're risking it so much. It's better just to hold back, wait for your team, and then push in together.
Yeah. Oh, I absolutely agree. But the other side of it, too, is, you know, you think about plays like that, and it's like they were in a 2v5.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a hero play in order for them to pull that round back. Denying the bomb plant is a good step forward in that, but again, if it's a closer like 3-on-3, 4-on-3, something like that, yeah, go in tandem with your team. Don't try to make that individual play. We got match point for Entropy right now, 15-10 for the other game that's going on right now. So we're going to continue to keep you guys updated on that, but it looks like Entropy is going to be able to take that map off of 1UP.
I actually have Entropy as my predictions to win.
How did you do your predictions? How did you do it?
You sign up on challenge, make sure you do exclamation mark bracket so you can see the bracket. And once you click on that link, you can create a prediction. You can also name it, say who wins. See if you can do better than me.
Yeah. See if you can do better than him. I challenge you. On challenge. See what I did? Good round there, though, from Vireo.Pro, and slowly but surely starting to chip away. Yeah. Still got that 6-round difference. Looks a little bit better because it's better than half. It's not 12-6.
No.
It's 13-7. It's better than 50% of the rounds. So see if they can continue. And I mean, Wilski, again, you talked about Marie in that opening half. He was tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. Now it's Wilski's turn to step up and see what he can do. And he's catching up to Marie's scoreboard.
Yeah, but so is Notice. He had a very impactful round. He had a triple kill, which is really impactful. That nade, not as great as they would have liked it, Vireo.
Now, was that a mistake? Did it just not go far enough? Or is that a set nade that's supposed to land there by the stairs and catch anybody that's already pushed by coast side?
It's a little bit tricky to do that nade. Sometimes it goes a little bit too short. That was just a little bit too short because, like, the best nade is when it bounces onto the ramp because then you get them as they're going onto the ramp. But they do manage to get one back in Genie. But again, Vireo getting that refrag and Maurice in trouble. But that no ADSD shot. And Niso even chiming in. So the advantage is now in Nonames court just as quickly as that.
Wow. One shot's all he needs. And Taylor trying to come around from the backside. And Marie, again, double kill for him on the round, leaving just Notice in a 1 versus 3. Highly unlikely, especially with Marie so far behind everybody else. They can work as a pair up there in the A-bomb site, and Marie can just lurk around and look for this flank to come around, but there's absolutely no chance that he's going to be able to find that. So really well played there from No-Namers, and, well, we're back to 50%. 14-7. And here's that hip fire shot once again. Boop. Beautiful.
Beautiful.
What a shot. Doesn't always work out in your favor when you fire from the hip, but that one right on the mark.
I think Marie has had quite a lot of success doing that in this tournament, and actually worked there. And he was lucky that he tagged him twice, because if he only hit him that one shot, he wouldn't have got the kill. He probably would have died. But Seth, he managed to get 2 tags, and was going to finish one off. But Jazz, he answers one straight back with his own nade, and that's one of the things with this kid. He is an insane nader. He can nade anywhere.
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 Keep that in mind. I'll let the other teams know. Nowhere is safe.
Nowhere is safe.
Nowhere is safe. You're inside a building, not safe.
Not safe at all.
Not safe. He'll find a way to feed it in there. Zingini also finding a way to get his team onto the right foot here as they steal back another frag. It is going to go into the favor 4 versus 3 for the No-Name side as he takes down Wilski, the heavy hitter for the squad. And it's going to be very difficult now for Vireo.Pro given the limited firepower that they've had with Wilski down.
Okay, and able to get behind Seth and get that frag. Keeping the advantage way into No-Name's favor, and Bergie's even in more trouble. Only Impaler getting a frag. And he's alone in 1 versus 3. He does whip out the pistol. 4-shot kill. But Kayan's on the hunt, and he's had an impactful round. He's been quiet all map.
Yeah, he's been quiet. But, you know, up until that round right there, he had 6 kills.
Yeah.
The entirety of this. Because it's been all Marie and Jazz the entire time. Niso as well, don't get me wrong. But the 3 of them have had such lethal impact throughout this entire first map. The KN has just been, you know, it's like that scenario I said. He's just been able to sit back and just enjoy the ride. Now we're on match point, so we'll see. Or map points, I should say. All right, some more updates for you guys. We got Primal versus Lux on Coastal. That's 8-3 in favor of Primal. And then we've got Avenue versus Fierce on Manor House. That one is currently 6-3 in favor of Avenue. So a lot of matches being played out here as we are in our first round of 16, I should say. And see how that one goes. But right now, it's all no-namers all day. 1 versus 5 left for Wilski. He's good.
He's good.
But I don't think he's that good.
I don't think he's that good. But he is going to have to take down Zingini, making it a 1 versus 4. He's doing some damage at least, and he's even got a set nade to get that bomb site. The question is, will he get the player? No, it will not, but he will get K in instead.
2 down, 3 to go. Niso did get tagged down, but has fully regen since then. This crossfire is going to be nigh impossible to get through. I mean, 2 players are really watching the area that he's coming from right now, so if he peeks out, one's prone down long behind that box, the other one's on the side corridor. Going to peek out, tries to lay a little bit of fire in, drops the smoke, comes around to a different area, but with only 20 seconds left and 3 players left to find, yeah, this is going 16-7.
This is gonna be map over in Nonames. Jazz gets that
Allies
and gets
win.
the frag, and good victory for Nonames.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Very probably man of the match, 26-11. Jazz and Niso close behind, both